last qualifier. Those are your remaining people for top 32 getting into top 8. We're getting into game 1 right now. I think we're starting on PS2 is my view in this matchup versus Yez versus Sonix.
Yeah, man, it's going to be fun. Again, two players if you're familiar with Wi-Fi brackets, you're very familiar with these two. So let's see what they have in store for each other.
Yeah, and starting right here on PS2, this is very much what I anticipated because you have plenty of room for both of them to reset and also plenty of combo confirms from the portions on the side of the platforms. Also, look at Yez already reacting immediately to when he assumed the approach would come. And here, oh, good job from Sonix getting out of the ether at the ledge. That could have been a very solid amount of damage.
Yeah, for sure. And something you did bring up earlier as what Yez should be looking for is obviously like the hitbox anticipation and stuff like that, and it's a huge factor that if you're Sonix you have to pay very close attention to, because, and this is general advice for people when you fight Sonic, pay close attention to when he's been dashing at you, because his options are incredibly limited if he's actually forcing you to commit at you. So as you can see in the early phases right here, Yez does have the percent lead. Sonic's able to get a couple of hits into at least right the ship, but this could that could have been a bad situation for him, Ajax.
Yeah, and this is playing out exactly how we said it beforehand. Yez has been utilizing retreating hitboxes as that hitbox anticipation, like I said, and then punishing when Sonix decides to actually commit. And then Sonix, almost getting the edge guard before, could have just taken the stock away at like 46% with a good well-read fair. Look at the defensive read from Yez, though. Good job from Sonix. Almost stalling that. Almost a great job trying to navigate underneath that potential down air.
Yeah, unfortunately, the right side of Pokemon Stadium claiming another victim, and Yez almost banishing that second stock to the Shadow Realm alarmingly early. So Sonix definitely has to be on red alert right now, as Ike's still at a pretty comfortable percent right now. He's not in any real danger to die to anything outside of an edge guard, so...
Yeah, just look at this consistent coverage from Yez. He's been instantly reacting and putting out something, just waiting for Sonix to approach, just recognizing. And now, because he's stock up, he could just approach a bit more and put the pressure out. But great job recognizing that jump from Sonix getting that back air.
Yes, sir. That was a great anticipation right there. And, Sonic's back air, that move has been good through like 3 presidential terms. It's definitely something you have to scout for whenever you get into these a match against Sonic. But also, things like Fair. Fair comes out like frame 4. It's really, really fast, and it can kill you now. That move is definitely something, if you're Yez, you have to be mindful of. But still continuing to, tack on this lead here. He doesn't look very, scared right now to engage.
Yeah, speaking of mindful, too, you saw how quick Sonix, kind of similar to Meister, tried to immediately jump at the top part of Ether to fair Ike away. That would have sent him at such an awkward angle that Ike would be forced to jump and quick draw, which could set up a very easy edge guard for Sonix. Sonix, now reading in on some of these air dodges, however, still needs to be very careful on approach, because he's gone too loose to that sword every time you see Yez just trying to beat him out with things like this F-tilt. Yeah, maybe it won't kill, but it'll give him plenty of stage position.
Ooh, and there you see the up air connecting right there. In past patches, that might not have been the case. So now Sonix is once again in the driver's seat here. Trying to go for the old the roll behind back throw, man. It's if at first you don't succeed, roll back to the ledge and try again.
Honestly, the fear of all that, too. Both of them looking through each other's options. Like, there was, 4 different reads where nobody pulled the trigger. But everybody was looking. Good job from Sonix of somehow able to just microspace away and get that grab. But a dash attack, again, if Yez realizes he's going to run away, will spell defeat for that stock. But it's much like that fair off stage.
Yep, great read on anticipation on that air dodge right there. Yez kind of making himself a sitting target for, again, move that comes out really fast and kills very, very early. But Yez, again, wasting no time taking that stock back. And that's huge, again, in a matchup where you know that if Sonix has the lead, he's more likely to sit on it other than other players. So
exactly, like we said before, the last thing you want to be doing is running directly at Ike kill percent.
Oh, brother.
So maybe it doesn't kill, maybe it does. That is very, very strong in that situation, but that's one of those things you try to pull out, catch an air dodge. Yez has been continuously beating out Sonix on jump. I like the attempt trying to go for that forward smash.
Yeah, hey man, sometimes you gotta pull out all the tricks. Ooh, but great read on the tech roll away with the side B. Kind of weird. Watching Sonic get hit by a side B is definitely odd.
Yeah, honestly, like even though it may not do a lot of damage, Quick Draw is so good at zone breaking because you get in. If you read the startup of Sonic's going for side B, you get in, trying to look for a roll out of Sonic's or maybe a jump, but not going to get it with the up smash. Now Sonic's starting to try and find some of these landings. However, he is ever so looming dangerously, trying to find one of these falling up airs on the Sonic's trying to land.
Yeah, you definitely got to be careful, man. Sonic's trying to stay elusive, but that dash is not going to catch right there. Gonna get back to the ledge.
Oh, this is so stressful. We're nearing that. Now we're at Ether % at the ledge. If he happens to catch him, trying to read a F tilt. Yes, he's gonna get it, and that's game one going to Yez.
Yep, and like I said, man, when Sonic is in spin, it's very committal. So if you give yourself space to react to what's coming at you, in that case, Sonic decided to jump from the ledge and go for spin charge instead of spin dash. So Yez just able to back up a bit, go for the F tilt, and Sonic definitely lacks a lot in regards to survivability. I actually think they nerfed his weight coming into this game versus Smash 4.
That I have no idea, but
I'd have to look that up. But Sonic again was never really a character that thrived on survivability durability anyway. Which is why when they started nerfing his kill power in past games, a lot of his matchups become a lot more difficult and stuff like that. And that's a case where Yez just positioned himself perfectly. Ike is a very strong character, and he was not afraid to engage there against a character, like I said, that has the ability to put the halt on any sort of momentum you could be gathering throughout a set.
And I'm glad that you brought up that point too, because if you struggle in the Sonic matchup, look at the way that Yez was approaching the matchup. He understood where trades were in his favor, because on that side B versus the F tilt, you take that side B in the trade, you win, or you get knocked in the center stage, maybe popped up a little bit, take like a forward air, but you're not gonna die. So Yez understands in most of the spots where he was going for dash attacks, going for things like falling up airs. If he traded, all he took was a little bit of percent versus Sonic's going skybound. So it was much better position-wise and damage-wise because he no longer had to chase Sonic's as much. He understood where the damage could be met and where it wouldn't be bad for him. Now, how does Sonix adjust around that? Because that's very stressful. It's like, well, he has no fear. He swings anyways. Now what do I do?
Yeah, it's definitely awkward. Ike, more so than other characters, definitely has a kit that keeps a pretty good defensive circle around him, and stuff like that. So, it's definitely if you're Sonix, you're definitely gonna be catch more pot shot damage than not, because of how wide of the swing radius is. But we'll see what adjustments he ends up making here. I think going to a bigger stage is definitely going to be huge for him. Having some platforms to run and hide to is going to be huge.
Yes. That's 100% it. The platform layout on this stage, whether it be at this one or the other one, it makes it easier for Sonic to just run, hop off and get up there so he can avoid some of the pressure after he decides to go for the side B. Now with the FD layout too, it makes it a little bit less easy for Yez to put out, say, like a committal hitbox on anticipation of approach and get in to punish it. Even though this FD layout has been working a little bit better in terms of Yez finding his way in right now. Does he find a hard punish here after Sonic decided to go to the platform? He does not.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a really risky air dodge back to the platform right there if you're Sonix. Again, against a character like Ike that can do stuff like that, the nair that he up air, the tried and true will get the kill right there. And once again, Sonix is on the back foot here to start the set, Ajax.
Although it may be the only item on the menu, it is your favorite item to use for sure. It is the only thing you'll be eating. These nairs are going to continuously just stop Sonic's approach, and that is huge. Now, look what Yez is doing. It's like, I see why you came here. You want to hide on these platforms from my pressure. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to stand here. I'm going to stock up. I don't have to come to you. You come to me.
Yeah, no, again, when you're able to take the pace of the game away from Sonic, it completely changes the complexion of the set. Does Sonic still have a plethora of tools to be able to rack up damage and potentially kill you with? Sure, but, he's going to have to approach a lot more unsafely than I'm sure, Sonix would have wanted to in a matchup against a character like Ike, like I said, that can kill you, whether it be on purpose or accidentally if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, it accidentally does happen quite often, but it's hey, you know what? And this is one of those games where you might actually, you see that the clock is at 5 minutes. We could see it get down to 1, to be honest. Because when you're in a position like this and you're behind, Sonix has to be so careful because things like that back air and things like that forward air on the rise, he's going to look for a potential roll on. No, he's going to just cover it with a get up attack, and he's going to read him once again, dipping down low, trying to go for the up B, and he finds it.
No. Wow. Yeah, if you're Yes, that is... Prepare yourself. I think that's what he said.
Yes. You are correct. Your quotes are on point, and we can hear a little bit. Oh my goodness, you might die.
No, man.
Sonix is now at a point. Confident, yes. Two things happen. Taunts and heavy read smash attacks. And I think that Sonix is starting to understand here too. We actually saw this against MKLeo where he kind of taunted, make it look like the game was over. There's still 4 minutes on the clock though. Like stopping for a second to throw somebody off actually can work in your favor. And
Sure.
Sonix has actually been finding some more openings since that.
No, 100%. Granted, he still has to climb the mountain that has been put before him. But again, any sort of thing you can do to maybe just like throw off the set, the timing of a set, just a little bit, definitely works in your favor. The bear will connect right there over the F tilt. So Sonix is at least able to get himself back in the thick of things. He's gonna have to really pull some tricks out of his hat. And again, like I said, Ike is definitely susceptible to an early edge guard. But Yez hasn't really given up that opportunity yet. So, oh brother, Jesus Christ!
Alive just a little bit longer thanks to the assistance of Town and City, but you ain't living another one of those. And usually I'm one to say like approaching with a lead is not the best idea, but honestly with this type of lead you should, because you need to get as many trades and get Sonix to KO percent as possible to make it so Sonix is way less committal on what he decides to do to try and get in on you, because a stray back air or something could take it out.
No, for sure, man. As you see right here, Sonix almost being lapped in percent right now, and Yez has shown he's like, he's gonna use his strategy against him, like you said. Oh my gosh, not a platform duel.
Yeah, that is fearful right there. Shield poke back air would absolutely destroy that stock there. Sonix it has been absolutely impossible to find his KO. Finds a couple up airs and finds a hit off the top, but still only sending to the side.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff right there. The big blast zone of Town and City definitely playing in the favor right there. There we go. Wow, spin charge to the homing attack. That at that percent, that does definitely not work as consistently as you might think, especially because the hit detection on homing attack can be very janky sometimes. But Sonix will take it, man. It's definitely it's not looking great right now for your boy, but I've seen weirder things happen today, Ajax.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like literally every single time that Sonix approaches, like an entire waterfall of perspiration just shows up, because you can't be comfortable approaching Ike right now because of things like that. He gets the footstool, tries to find the follow-up, but actually goes out of position, and because of that,
Wait a second.
all of a sudden Sonix has an opening. Can he punish him here? He's going to jab him off, force him off stage. Can he find an opportunity? Gets the up B and almost gets the back air, but yes, quick draws immediately to get back on.
To be one incredible comeback if Sonix is able to pull this off, Ajax. And right now
He's
he's doing a good job of it.
He's got a quick draw in. He's got an air dodge now, or he's going to potentially up B, and he's not close enough.
I can't believe that.
Honestly, I can, to be honest with you.
I definitely can as well. I'm definitely just like a little like shell shocked right now, but like I said.
Remember that thing I said before where this happened last time with MKLeo? They, like, Sonix kind of made it look like he was giving up the match. It's down 3 stocks to 1. Just started taunting, threw him off. Yez played very defensive, but couldn't find the KO after that. And all of a sudden, you're forced into an approach and lose the stock. And Sonic eats up recoveries if he can figure out where you're going. And that was just so well played by Sonix. Unfortunate for Yez, throwing that game away. But, like, Yez had that game in the bag, just couldn't find the KO at the end. I don't think we go back to Town and City. Actually, no, we might. Yeah, Yez was actually pretty comfortable camping there too. So maybe we run it back. But I think we run it to something more like small battlefield, or maybe back to PS2.
I remember what I said, Ajax. As if Sonix is able to generate some edge guards and force force Yez to use his recoveries, because that's obviously where Ike, struggles the most. It definitely changes the complexion of the set, and you saw exactly how that all was set up on that last stock. A lot of quick draws, forced in disadvantage, and a lot of jumps being forced to be burnt. And Sonic is a character that's fast enough and has enough non-committal air dodging tool, non-committal edge guarding tools to be able to pull that stuff off. And that's exactly what Sonic needs to do. You need to play pitch a perfect game there to get back. I am still trying to recover from it as I've been blipped once again.
You're picture perfect still. Don't worry about it. But that spring beating a sword, because it just hits Ike on the head. It's kind of frustrating, but it's what you got to deal with. And for Yez, Yez has one of the best mentalities in this game. So even though Yez dropped that game, do not think for a second that's going to slow down all of the great pressure. And oh my goodness, this is such a great stage for both of them. I think it's extreme chaos to ever go here versus Sonix. However, Yez will delete stocks off the side of the stage stupid early with Ike. So this might be a very fast match.
Yeah, definitely a choice to go to this stage for sure. If you're both players, obviously this is a stage you don't really see legal in many places. But there's obviously the mechanic of the tilted to ledge. Obviously, having the platforms to work with is going to be huge.
Well, one of the big things. I think you were about to point it out, actually. One of the big things that Sonic can do is Sonic actually can just go for side B and actually drag down the side of the stage. So it makes it harder not only for you to approach and hit him, but it lets him reset if he decided, oh, you know what? I don't feel good about this commitment to movement, so I'm just going to bait you and make you come at me. And so far, It's been working out pretty well.
You read my mind exactly, man. This is a great stage for Sonic, in my opinion. So
yeah. Now on to the other thing I talked about about this chaos. Ike kills sorely here. It has so many good strings between multiple nairs and also just being able to pressure on platforms with things like falling back airs. You die so early. So even though this percent lead is 140 to 58, Sonic still has to respect at every given moment that he could just die.
Ooh, okay.
Wow. Floating away like in the arms of an angel. Unfortunately, Sonix was not willing to extend a hand. Sonix taking a stock up, and now, pretty much, this is what we're going to see for a majority of while he has a lead. Will consistently just dip into that corner, side B, and try and hide.
Yeah, no, exactly, man. This is exactly the position if you're Sonix, you want to be in. Continue to hold on to this lead, tack on some damage as more as you can. But Yez, again, wanting no part of that, able to get that kill off. So, let's see if he's. It could happen. I don't know.
I gotta point that out real quick. I just noticed this song is way too damn peaceful for me for this scrap. these two are destroying each other. Meanwhile, the rest of Yoshi's Island is just at peace. Like Baby Bowser's gone. Nobody's got nothing to deal with. It's too busy in Bowser's Fury right now. And then all of a sudden, these two just show up and just start destroying everything.
Yeah, Pachyderm unfortunately didn't get the memo. He's still hanging out here.
He's been chilling, just kind of like, ooh, what's going on? Hey, there he is again. Could you guys please stop? I just fixed this.
It's like I'm still here, guys. Don't forget about me.
All right, right now though, both of them just kind of like playing that passive game. Currently at 4 minutes, and you see how hard it is, even with quick draw, just to close the gap, because it's just easy for Sonix to just kind of dip and just kind of chill out. It makes it harder for Ike's approach. So now that hitbox anticipation, unless Yez can get a stock lead, it's not going to work as easy.
See Sonix mixing up his spin dash timing. Even though Sonic doesn't have the ability to cancel spin dash with a shield anymore, there's still a variety of options he can use to cancel the momentum of spin dash and spin charge. Granted, they're a little bit more committal, but it's still a great feint, to be able to force a commitment out of your opponent. Great catch on a back air once again. Ooh, but unfortunately missing the punish right there on the side B. That could have been big for Sonix to extend his lead.
And
there it goes.
And spoiler alert, this was an even game the whole time. Dying off the top to that up air, even with that large lead. And now we're in a good spot for Yez, because Yez now is going to possibly die because he got jabbed away, and now he's got to be forced to take another edge guard from Sonix.
Yeah, no, that's it's exactly another situation that Sonix did not want to find himself in, as Yez has taken the lead out from under the blue blur once again.
Oh my goodness, and staying in shield, not taking too hard of a punish, but now Yez is actually kind of playing like the slightly defensive games. Like, yeah, obviously he's at 163, but he's playing in a pattern that's similar to Sonix, but Sonix finally finds that jump, and we're at 1 stock apiece.
Ooh, okay. Let's see what the answer is going to be here from either side. Again, great catch on the nair right there from a passing by Sonic.
Trying to go for an up smash on a read roll, like jumping in, and you see that Yez starting to really turn the juice up, trying to swing, but now Sonix is answering back with the same type of pressure. You better be careful, because that up smash can carry off the top, almost getting him. Trying to go for an up B, good delay, trying to get for a down air, but also misses. This is all of a sudden getting really close here, and he doesn't get the back air when Sonix stays in it. He gets it with the spring. He pushes him far away. Can he make it back? No, he can't.
My God.
That is so frustrating. Losing not once, but twice. Committing off stage, trying to find actually, no, last game he just got pushed away. But still, dying to the spring twice. And you tried to go for that ether to maybe catch a surprise. He hasn't used it too much throughout the set, so I kind of like in that position. But he missed. And because of that spring catching him, taking that game away after missing this much from that back air, that could have easily taken it off the top in the position he was in. Wow, that is huge for Sonix to now get counter pick advantage, moving up 2-1 in this set.
No, for sure, man. That back air is definitely frames away from connecting. And if you're Yez, you're definitely feeling some type of way about the Rogue Spring being your death grip right there.
Yeah, and now we're running it right back to Yoshi's. Difference is now with the whole game up, outside of just stock positioning, it's easier for Sonix to play in a very different way, almost catching the high recovery with that fair. He wouldn't have died, but he definitely could have gone for another edge guard right after that.
No, and like I said, man, that's definitely an X factor in this matchup. If Sonic is able to force, characters as linear and like poor recoveries to recover early like that, he has all the tools necessary to be able to edge guard you at an early percent. And especially at early percent, Sonic does not struggle to rack up damage, as you can see right now.
Oh, and good job. After he pushed him away with that F tilt, he was only allowed to either A, go low and go for up B, but he's going to lose the spring probably, so he's probably got to jump, and Sonic's immediately recognizing that with the fair.
No, for sure, man. And there we go. Great early percent spin dash conversions right there from Sonix, and wow, he is really opened up the can of whoop ass this fourth game.
Yeah, honestly, just straight up, just DDTing everywhere. Like, what do you do in this position now if you're Yez? Because what you normally need to do is throw out hitboxes to beat these out. Except now, you have no choice. And now you're going to double suicide KO because you're a little bit too far. Luckily, honestly, that's the best thing that could have happened for Yez there. Because even though he was going to die, he was able to take Sonix along with him.
Yeah, you unfortunately don't want to take the double stock trade right there. But, it's one of those things where you can at least reset the board and try again on the second stock to maybe generate some offense. But Sonix is looking real strong right now, man. Again, the changes to the up air changed so much about Sonic's combo potential. You can do stuff like you just saw right there, double up air at the back air, and it works. So
yeah, and Sonic's playing it right too. He's been going in a lot more now with the stock lead up, only like just kind of running back when he realizes that there's a potential safe approach from Yez. And oh no, that I don't think that was gonna hit anyways, but a little bit of a unfriendly show from Nintendo Online hopping its head into here. We're waiting for everybody to rejoin us in this timeline. But Sonic's currently up 2-1, 2 stocks to 1 as well. Yez currently punching through the Speed Force.
I was gonna say somebody's mom is definitely using the microwave right now.
Wait, is Wanda invaded this too? Yes. I'm sorry, no spoilers. But yeah, so right now we're waiting for this nonsense to cut it out. But so far, yeah. So according to the voices in our head, it seems like Yez is having a bit of a lag spike. We're waiting for this to hopefully cut it out, because you never want to see a match just run out to a DQ or run out to a lag test like so.
Yeah.
But
so don't you hate it when your neighbor has to torrent like 8 seasons of American Idol on their internet, and nothing you can really do about it?
Just look out the YouTube channels, people. Everybody's got them up there. They'll get removed from DMCA later on, but just watch them there. Just cut it out.
Yes. Some people have never had their VPN on to watch Canadian Netflix. In the middle of a Wi-Fi set. Okay, it looks. Are we?
Look, if you're gonna do anything, download 8 seasons of Letterkenny, because I've been watching that lately, and I have had way too many new comedy things I've been talking about. So we're still waiting. We're waiting to see what happens. Seems like things are starting to kind of get better. Okay. All right. Are we good? Are we all? Is everybody done running through molasses? All right, we're good.
right,
We're back to normal here. And Yez decides to give up stage positioning immediately after it.
The microwave has been vanquished. Mom can talk on the phone again. But Yes still has a bit of ground to make up here, man. It's going to be rough for him. However, this...
All right. So that's one way to do it.
The internet's working.
Yeah, it's definitely good. The upgrade to FiOS has indeed activated. Now, at 114, it's still very stressful for Yez. Yez can get knocked away in a position that could be met with a forward air or a back air on a high recovery read if he so chooses to call him out, which we've seen Sonix do a few times. Sonix is also beating out these quick draws at the ledge. I'm still... Honestly, I know this is great stage for Ike, but I am still incredibly surprised that he decided to come back here, and that is game number 4. And moving on into winners top 8 is Sonix.
Yeah, man, you love to see that stuff for sure. If you're Sonix, so and definitely no bias on my part as a commentator either. Like, it was a very closely oh my god, who.
I was wondering
there. What?
I was wondering why you got silent. Like, where did he go?
Who put that
Sneaky
there?
sneak. Yeah,
God, I hate it when the lights go off in this place. But